Give me 1 second too.
Okay.
But we're still rolling.
Oh yeah. We should enjoy the talk. That's it. It should not be like a recording and all. See, I'm
Yeah.
having a bit of water.
Yeah. I'm having my dog on my lap because he keeps bothering me. He won't leave me alone. Chester.
Chester, hi Chester.
So how are you? How's your weekend?
It's been great.
Yeah? Good.
You're looking handsome, Anthony.
And am I looking glowing? I'm in a good week. A lot of good things have happened this week.
Good. And I've a couple of more things to tell you today.
Sure, please bring it on. By the way, have you noticed any lag or any problems with the connection?
No, did you?
Okay. No, I think we're good.
Oh, great. It's raining outside. So maybe
Is it?
Yeah, kind of. Do I need to do it this way? I mean, voice is audible?
Put it down. Let me hear.
Is
Let me
it
hear you
audible?
talk. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So, shall
So
we...
did you have something that you wanted to bring out, or did you want me to go into my story first?
Yes, I have a couple of things, but you start the first. You're the host.
Okay. Hi, I'm the CEO of Autopilot Geek, and we're trying to get together every week, Vikash and I, and we're going to share some stories, some inspiration that we've learned from founders and businesses. And so this is our second week, and we're happy that you're joining us. How you doing, Vikash?
I'm doing great, Anthony. How are your days?
Excellent. Thank you very much. Staying busy and also being able to balance that with some recreation, I think, helps me stay refreshed.
It's always good to be busy, you know.
Yeah.
Focused. You're not overthinking. So I always prefer to be busy.
Yep. So I had a story today I wanted to share. It's about competition. Perhaps someone that comes to mind when it comes to being competitive in business is Bill Gates. But we're going to talk about maybe a close second, Larry Ellison of Oracle. He's known as being a fierce competitor. If you ask him why he still comes to work every day, what drives him after all he's achieved, the answer that he's said and that he'll tell you is the same answer over and over again. He loves to compete. He says, "I'm addicted to winning." This is a quote. "The more you win, the more you want to win," he says. That seems a little short-sighted, a little too narrow of a focus. It's selfish, at least to me. But then he says something else later in life as he got older. He said, "What drives me is this constant feeling of testing of limits, constant learning, how you can move the world just a little bit, make a difference, change lives, and how much can I help while discovering my own limits." So for me, and I know others won't necessarily agree, but competing against myself is what really matters. Where was I a year ago? Where was I 5 years ago? How can I be smarter about a decision than the Anthony from 2019, for example? For instance, one example is fund allocation. I know I've learned a lot. So how can I up the ante and compete against that Anthony who made some bad decisions and come out on top this time? What can I do differently? How can I win against myself? So if I challenge myself, I'll be challenging my competition, yes, but with a bigger payoff than just beating someone. I'll be less inclined to get discouraged too if my competitors beat me. I won't just want to give up. I'll be proving to myself that I'm growing and learning and living, and hopefully people will be able to be helped by the progress that I make along the way. So that's a little brief story that I thought of when I was thinking of competition, competing against yourself as opposed to directly and only competing against your competitors.
That's great, Anthony. But you know what? I have a similar thought about competition. And I believe the one who is not in competition, they are the one who already own the competition. You know, you don't need to compete with anyone, you know. And the moment you will start feeling, the moment you will start experience, the moment you will start learn that things that you don't need to be there in competition, you don't need to compete with anyone, because life is a single player game, you know. Everyone has its own challenges. So how could you compete with someone who has a different way of life, who has a different the aspect, the situation, you know? You cannot compete because we all are different, right? So I simply don't believe in competing with anyone, because there's only one person who is similar to me 100%, who is me only. So there is no way to compete with someone with 90% or maybe 80%, 70%. No, that cannot be a fair deal of competition, right?
So, yeah, it's an interesting way of looking at it. Do you believe in competing against yourself though?
Yes.
Okay.
This is how you track your progress, right? Yeah. This is what make you happy, right? Because again, grow is kind of parameter that you use to see your progress, right? Mm-hmm. So yes, I do believe in competition, but competition with our own self only.
Yeah, we're on the same page when it comes to that.
Yes, and say today I don't have any story, but I just wanted to tell you some of my experiences, some of my learning. Couple of days ago, one of my contractor, Amit, called me up and he told me because he seems to be excited, and he said to me, Vikas, I wanted to earn 5 lakhs rupees this month. Is it possible? I paused for a while and I asked Amit, are you willing to give an effort what it takes to earn that much of money in this month? Are you willing to? Can you do that? Can you put that effort? If the answer is yes, you can do that. We need to understand the fact that money is just a byproduct, right? So our focus is not earning money, but our focus should be on the process.
Right.
Our focus should be on the work. If you're working well, money is just a byproduct, right? So again, I just told him, do not focus upon the money, the output. That depends upon the kind of effort you're putting, right? If you could put 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day, 14 hours a day, you can work. If you can work that much, yes, the answer is yes, you can earn. Even you can earn more than that. You can earn 2x, 3x than that. And I must tell you that this is not a problem with Amit only, but number of freelancer, contractor, remote worker, or maybe number of people. You might have realized that in your own journey. I met with a couple of people, I just wanted to tell my fellow audience, when it comes to earning money, okay, if you really want to earn money, focus upon the process, focus upon the work you're putting, focus upon the effort you're putting, because money is just a byproduct of that.
And also it's important to enjoy the process, not just to make the effort.
Definitely, Anthony, because for instance, you're going to get paid one single day, right, at the end of the month, but you're working throughout the month.
That's a good point.
If you're not enjoying throughout 29 days of your life, and if you're just enjoying one single day, the day you're getting paid, the day you got paid, it doesn't make sense, right?
Right.
So again, I agree what you said, that we need to enjoy the process, because 1:29 days, right? Mm-hmm. To win 29 days, you need to be happy 29 days. It's not only one day that you are going to be very happy, you're going to be very satisfied. It doesn't make sense. I mean, see the ratio, 1:29. So that's a good point. So there are a couple of more things I would like to share with you.
Okay.
When it comes to freelancing, remote working, or working for your clients, I have observed a couple of things. I have worked with a number of freelancers, and I found one thing, and I would like to give a fellow agency owner, fellow freelancer, a piece of advice, that there are a number of freelancers in the world, right? There are a number of agencies in the world. There are a number of remote workers. What makes you different? What makes you ahead than your competitors? It's not your skill set. Trust me. Because there is always someone who is better than you. Trust me. You need to accept the fact. There is always someone. Then how would you compete with them? Here's the answer. By giving an outstanding experience.
So you're saying it's not just the skill set, but it's providing an outstanding experience using that skill set that you have.
Yes. It matters more than skill set, Anthony. You also observe, you work with number of freelancers, right? I have worked with number of freelancers, and most of them, they just take it very casually. They just work like a remote work. They will do in their own schedule. They don't give a personalized experience, like once you reply now, they will reply maybe 6 hours after, maybe 4 hours after, whenever they're free. There's nothing wrong, but I'm just trying to convey the experience what you are giving to your client, to your prospective client. That matters. So only few in my life I found a very good experience, and trust me, once I found those experiences, I'm going to work with them only. Whenever I whenever I have any project. Did you come across with those experiences?
Yeah, you're sitting here across from me, or next to me, or across the world from me because of that outstanding experience that you provided with me, 8, 9 years ago, when you first did a small project that, you're right, it didn't take a huge skill set to accomplish, but the service you provided was outstanding. The way that you did it, your communication, the going over the top to not just do what was required, but provide a little extra service. And that's why we kept working together. I ignored other people that had similar skill sets, and I just wanted to, even things that kind of tying into last week's session, things that weren't necessarily in your skill set that I knew of, I asked you to do, and you just got it done. And I don't have to look anywhere else. And it's led to all these years later, us partnering with Autopilot Geek. So I think you're the right person to be able to share that kind of advice.
Thank you, Anthony. So yes, sir, I just wanted to advise someone, if he or she is working for a client, if he or she is running an agency, focus upon giving an outstanding experience to your client, to your customers, because that matters the most and that you should care about. Look at the example of Amazon, the easy business model, right? Anyone can open an online store, but how Amazon is blocking the market, it's just because of experience, because
Right.
one can trust. So this is how you differentiate yourself with your competitors. That's the point I wanted to share.
Yeah. Oh, those are great points. I think we had a really good meeting today. We talked about competition, how important it is to compete with ourselves and to use that as the baseline to see how far we've come, but also the importance of, as freelancers and as an agency, to provide outstanding service and to provide, as you called it, an experience instead of
Right.
just, here's the requirements, here's the results, that's it. No, it has to be an entire experience. And also we talked about how you can't just work to get to one day, to get to payday. You can't,
Right.
that can't be your motivation or your goal. Your goal has to be to provide a good, honest day's work, but also to enjoy that process. Otherwise, you're going to get burnt out very quickly and you're going to find yourself with not many clients.
Right. And maybe you just work for one or two projects, maybe for a couple of months, just sake of money, You're
Yeah.
going to be eventually burned out for sure.
Yeah.
So enjoy the process, right?
Yep. Well, this was a great chat. I appreciate your time. It's always nice getting together with you and sharing some ideas. And hopefully anybody who happens to watch this video will get some motivation as well.
Likewise, Anthony. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. Thank
Likewise. Okay, so we'll talk next week.
you. All right. Take care. Enjoy the
Thank you.
trip. Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll have a great time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye-bye.